Hello there, amazing souls. I'm Anastasia, and this is Live Sustainably with me. Today, we're diving into a topic that has been on my mind for ages, the great vegans versus meat eaters debate. Over the past 6 years, I've tried and explored it all, from raw vegan to vegetarian and meat-based diet. As a fervent advocate for sustainable living and someone who managed to combat my own chronic illness by changing my dietary habits, I've really explored it all from every single angle. And today, I would love to share my verdict, my true belief that it's time to put down our metaphorical fighting gloves and create a sustainable world where there is space for both vegans and meat eaters. Let's start from the very beginning. The core of our planet's rich tapestry is diversity. Our planet thrives on it. Carnivores, omnivores, herbivores, even microscopic bacteria, we are all part of grand food chain. Nature's beauty lies in its diversity, and so holds true for our diets. Here we're talking about diversity of digestive systems that we possess, diversity of climates that we live in and that determine our local cuisines, even food allergies and health conditions that often dictate our dietary choices. With diversity comes balance, and balance ensures our planet's harmony. The balance of carnivores and herbivores, the balance of different ecosystems, and yes, the balance between vegans and meat eaters in our human world. It's not a tug of war. It's a symphony, an orchestra when everyone is important. Because our differences help create equilibrium, the harmony on our planet. Just a few days ago, I stumbled upon an incredible article that beautifully explains how everything in this world is interconnected, including our food chains. In 1997, a lonely wolf re-entered the magnificent Yellowstone National Park in Canada, where wolves had been absent for years because of diseases and inbreeding, while the local mooses had been happily overgrazing the forest, diminishing its biodiversity by overeating vegetation. So something remarkable happened. This one lonely wolf managed to set up a cascade of events that enhanced the health of the entire ecosystem of the forest. Do you know how he did it? Yes, he ate the mooses. Furthermore, he brought other wolves to do the same. The adjusted moose's behavior allowed the vegetation to regrow and reborn itself. In just 6 years, most of the trees and bushes managed to grow 5 times bigger than they were before. Even the local water reservoir managed to clean itself. The insects, the birds, the animals, everyone came back. This inspiring tale underscores the urgent need for diverse food chains in restoring and sustaining the health of ecosystems. It emphasizes the significance of recognizing and respecting various dietary choices to promote planetary sustainability. So whether you are a passionate vegan or a meat enthusiast, our choices play a vital role in sustaining this delicate balance. And here's where things get tricky. The real issue emerges when our blind pursuit of truth and our inadequate knowledge and understanding of sustainability transforms into obsession, and we inadequately become the mooses without the wolves. The lines get drawn and the battles get waged over dinner plates. But the truth is, There are imperfections within each dietary world, as there are no flawless sides in modern agriculture. Coconuts, so beloved by many vegans, often carry a darker narrative, which involves exploitation of workers and devastation of rainforests where most of the coconuts are being farmed. Chicken and the lean protein obsession come at a very high cost. It's our insatiable appetite for chicken breasts specifically that has led to unsustainable farming practices, simply because there's not enough land to grow that many chicken to satisfy our appetite for chicken breasts. Why? Why can't we eat other parts of the chicken? Almonds, the delightful treat that vegans so much appreciate for unsaturated fat and vitamin C and protein, they have a darker side too. Almond trees are also very capricious and naturally grow only in some parts of the world. But because now we need to satisfy the appetite of the consumers, almond trees are grown pretty much everywhere in the world, and that requires enormous amount of pesticides for these trees to be able to survive outside of their usual habitat, which in return impacts local bees as they get so sick from all these pesticides and have to move their beehives or simply die. Isn't it sad? Cow milk, a staple in many diets and complete nonsense, raises a lot of concerns, not only because of how cows or sheep or goats are being treated and kept, the amount of methane that they produce and the carbon footprint of the whole meat and dairy industry, but because we simply don't need this milk. Just think about it. We humans produce milk only when we have babies, because babies need this fatty booster to help them get stronger and grow. But once we grow, this milk is completely unnecessary. Furthermore, it comes with high saturated fats that are really not healthy for us. Avocados, celebrated around the world, are also global trotters because they journey to every part of the world all year round, despite their natural seasonality and the fact that they naturally grow in only limited parts of the world. This is true, by the way, for many fruits and vegetables that now defy the nature's rhythm due to marketing strategies and our insatiable appetite and demand for them. This list could go on indefinitely, but diving deeper into these flaws is as useless as vegans pointing at meat lovers and vice versa. What truly matters is recognizing that both of these worlds, the wolves and the mooses, have their merits and the necessity to coexist. Not only because of diversity, but because together we have much more important things to battle, like modern, unsustainable food industry patterns and systems. We must champion harmonious ecosystems where animals and plants flourish side by side. Rally for local and seasonal products that respect nature's rhythm of our planet in every part of it. And most importantly, we need to tackle overconsumption and total obsession with one particular ingredient, whether it is a chicken breast or an avocado. This is a challenge that both of the sides are representing right now. Throughout history, harmonious and diverse practices have thrived. Take, for example, symbiotic relationship between ducks and rice cultivation in some sustainable farms in Asia. Ducks happily graze on rice plantations, acting not only as natural defenders against pests, but also providing fertilization. This sustainable partnership keeps both rice fields and ducks thriving. Another great example is crop fields and use of cows and chicken. We need both natural fertilizers and also natural tilting to help rejuvenate the soil after we've gathered our crops. That is why one of the best and the most sustainable agricultural practices, which has been around for thousands of years, is in integrating animals into the entire farming operation and directly onto the crop fields. Switching animals and crops every year and helping the land to replenish and reborn itself. In a similar vein, vegans and meat lovers can coexist in a world where mutual respect for each other's choices and needs can lead to joint actions on critical matters. If vegans reconsidered their demand for avocados and bananas all year round and instead embraced fruits and vegetables that are naturally available in their regions in a particular season, this would incredibly decrease annual carbon emissions. If meat eaters on the other side acknowledged that protein can come from different sources and meat does not have to be consumed 3 times per day every day, the impact would be profound. So, what's the bottom line? It's not about choosing a side. It's about understanding that our individual choices contribute to a grander balance. If you live next to the ocean, savor fish respectively. If you live inland, embrace local products that not only nourish the body but also the soil. If you are healthy and happy, take a little bit less. If you are battling an illness, gratefully take a little bit more. Remember what sustainable living is about. Taking only what we really need and leaving the rest for someone else or future generations. It's really about deciding what are we going to take and what are we going to leave. There are so many fruit and vegetables that we can decide intentionally reject and leave behind because they're unsustainably grown and because they're out of season. There's so many times per day, every day, that we can choose to leave meat behind because we don't need so much meat every day. All it really takes is being conscious of our daily choices and staying united against grander challenges. Remembering it's not vegans versus meat eaters. It's vegans and meat eaters for a thriving planet.